Everyone has a different taste when it comes to watching anime. If someone asked me, what anime should I watch? It depends entirely on the genre they are looking for. If you were looking for drama, I would recommend series like Toradora, Welcome to the NHK, and Spice and Wolf. But if someone is looking for something with action, I would say Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, Full Metal Alchemist, Steins Gate, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and so on. This leads us to the harem genre, and more precisely reverse harems. With Ouran High School Host Club being the only reverse harem that I personally have seen, I went into this series with barely any knowledge of the genre at all. What's up guys, it's Kent from Spartan Media Reviews, here to discuss a series recommended by one of my subscribers, Anime Girl 4891, known as Uta no Prince Sama. Does this show deserve a watch? Let's find out. Welcome to Bachelorette the Musical, otherwise known as Uta no Prince Sama, being based off a visual novel series of the same title developed for the PlayStation Portable by Nippon Ichi Software Incorporated and Broccoli. Our story introduces us to our lead female named Haruka Nanami, who is running late for her entrance exams at a prestigious music academy. Upon arriving at the academy, the proctors turn her away. However, thanks to the rebuttal of other students who saw her help someone along the way, she is able to take the exam and become a student at the academy. This is where the story starts its progression, if you want to call it that. We find out that by the end of graduation, students will need to pair up to create a song consisting of one composer and one singer. The catch? There is strictly no romance between the parties. Throughout the next couple of episodes, we are introduced to Haruka's candidates, who are some of the most talented idols at the school. By the end of the series, Haruka must decide whom she will choose as her partner. I can't say I was the biggest fan of the story's elements. While it was really enjoyable to watch, objectively there was barely any progression or development as the series went on. Most of the episodes consisted of our characters doing things together and Haruka having to add another prince to her list. The romance elements of the series could have been done better as well. It felt like it was only used as a plot device compared to the central theme of the story, as they barely expound upon anything. Uta no Prince Sama is by no means the worst harem that I have seen when it comes to story elements, but it definitely was not the best either. Much like the story, there is little to talk about when it comes to character development. While each character portrays diverse personality traits compared to others, they really don't develop at all. It may feel like they are progressing as the romance elements come into play, but they are the exact same when it comes to development as they were at the beginning. Haruka as a main character is bland as well. She barely develops as the series progresses and is only there to create the reverse harem. The only redeeming factor I found out of the characters were their personalities. They were enjoyable to watch, similar to Show by Rock, but if you are looking for any character development whatsoever, I would look elsewhere. Uta no Prince Sama was animated by A1 Pictures. The series animation and art style gave me similar vibes to that of Yamada-kun in The Seven Witches and Carnival. For the most part, everything looks good. Environments look nice and character designs worked with the personalities they had. However, with character designs in mind, Haruka's eyes were not the best choice. Each color's shading clashed with each other, making her pupils look very opaque. They reminded me of Goen's eyes during the Chimera Ant arc of Hunter x Hunter 2011. In terms of overall animation and choreography, I hope you enjoy male characters singing and dancing, as there is plenty of that in the show.
Show me your moves!
The animation for both the opening and ending were done nicely as well. Overall, I was happy with the animation quality as it worked well with the other elements of the show. Considering I am not the biggest fan of this genre and style of music, I have to say that it was very entertaining and well done. The background music was nothing out of the ordinary and nothing really stood out, but the voice actors were really able to nail their respective roles. The dialogue for our characters matched their personalities beautifully, and the singing was done very nicely as well. I wasn't the biggest fan of the opening as it was pretty generic in my opinion, but the ending was a different story. It wasn't as catchy as endings like Sugar Song and Bitter Step from Kekai Sensen, but it still did its job very well. Overall, I was happy with the overall soundtrack. Similar to Show by Rock, this was a definite high point of the show, besides the animation and art style. Now with everything that I have said, do I recommend Uta no Prince Sama? It depends on what exactly you are looking for. If you want to watch a show with nice animation, a good soundtrack, and a fun, simple story, then this show is right up your alley. Otherwise, I would pass on this one. Uta no Prince Sama gave me very similar vibes to Show by Rock, with the only redeeming qualities being animation, soundtrack, and overall enjoyment. Considering there is no story and barely any character development aside from the harem and romance elements, it kind of fell flat. Also, as a male viewer who rarely watches this type of genre, I'm not sure what to think of this show. Uta no Prince Sama is primarily meant for the female demographic with it being a shoujo, so this is probably the reason I didn't enjoy it as much as others. With that said, the story and characters are still underdeveloped compared to other harem series that I have seen. If you are interested in Uta no Prince Sama, you can watch the series for free over on Crunchyroll. Now, what are your thoughts on Uta no Prince Sama? Comment below. Also, once again, huge thanks to Anime Girl 4891 for the recommendation. If you are interested in recommending an anime, comment right below and I will do my best to review it when I get the chance. Finally, hit that like button if you enjoyed this review and subscribe for more anime reviews as well. I would greatly appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter and Hummingbird to keep up to date with the current things that I'm doing. And with all that said, I will catch you guys in my next review. Thank you for watching.